they're not always loud.
What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be talking about why other transformations within other races are highly likely. Now, as everybody knows, these things have not been confirmed yet. We haven't had concrete proof that Majins will have transformations, that Frieza's race will have transformations, etc, etc. So what I'm gonna do, and as the title suggests, I'm gonna say why I think they're extremely likely, and I would not be surprised if we do see new transformations for all the races in the next game. Starting off with the very key detail that I learned when I got my hands on Xenoverse 2, a transformation slot. A unique slot that characters are going to be able to use solely for transformations. Now, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. I don't think they would add an entire new slot, an entire new functionality, an entire new button combination just for one race. I highly doubt that only Saiyans are going to be utilizing this transformation slot. Now, it made sense in Xenoverse 1 to have your transformation, your Super Saiyan, be an ultimate attack, due to the nature of Super Saiyan. You know, you could spam attacks. It'd be ridiculous if you had two ultimate attacks and a transformation. You know, it'd be a little bit much, especially if you could just spam fest it. But now that Super Saiyan has changed into more of a power-up, the likelihood of other races having transformations is very high. Now, if you guys didn't know, if you didn't play a lot of Xenoverse 1, you're just getting into Xenoverse 2, I'll just quickly go over how it worked in Xenoverse 1. Saiyans were like the only race with transformations with the exclusion of Kaioken and Unlocked Potential. Unlocked Potential didn't come into the picture until after DLC Pack 3, so for the longest time, Saiyans were primarily the only race that had a transformation. And a lot of complaints, especially people who had like Frieza's race or Majin's, because in the series, those guys transformed all the time, and there was a big complaining group of people who were like, why don't we have transformation, blah, 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 how come only Saiyans have it, you're prioritizing Saiyans, blah, blah, blah. With that said, as I've mentioned many times before, developers of Xenoverse 2 have said time and time again that they're basing this new game off of fan feedback. With that in mind, and due to the fact of the revitalized Super Saiyan, link below in the description if you want me to go into details why that's revitalized, it's very likely that these other races have transformations. And I'm gonna go over every single race, all five, wait, race, yeah, all 5 races, and go over what their transformations might be and how they might work. Starting off with the Frieza's race, because I think that's the easiest one. Frieza, as you guys know, he's probably shown the most transformations of any character in the series, but in Xenoverse 1, we didn't see that from Frieza's race. Even Frieza himself couldn't transform. And just a quick side note, I have a good feeling that Frieza might have all of his transformations too. It's just, especially with the way the transformation slot works, it's much more likely for Frieza and Cell to as well, but that's absolutely not confirmed. We'll have to wait and see about that. Back on topic, the Frieza race. Now my thing is, I don't think that they're gonna have all of their transformations. I could be wrong, and the reason why I say that is because you have to look at how Frieza's transformations are so unique. My guess, and I'm gonna go over why I don't think they'll have all of their forms, like first, second, third, and fourth forms, maybe even a fifth, because we did see Cooler in the game, so who knows. But the reason why I don't think they're gonna have all of that, and I think that it might just be 2 different forms, is due to the fact of Frieza's race appearances are just so diverse, you know what I mean? Like, I think what they might have you do is just be like a small version of Frieza. Like maybe you have to create a Frieza first form looking sort of character. And maybe your final form's appearance is somehow based off of the features you selected in your first form. So like maybe if you had horns A, then you'll get the head shape A in your final form or something like that. I have no idea. Like, there's so many ways they could go about it, or maybe they let you customize how you want your first form and your final form to work. Once again, this is all theory. We don't fucking know. I want to make that clear. So there's Frieza's race. Let's jump into Namekians. Now this is the weird one, all right? Namekians is the hardest for me to figure out simply due to the fact that we've only seen 2 types of transformations from Namekians in this series. And whether it be Piccolo fusing with somebody, i.e. Nail or Kami, or the giant form Namekian. And I don't know which they're gonna do because both, to me, they just sound so unlikely. Not unlikely, but I don't know how they'll present it. Like, they'll have to like really kind of surprise me with their presentation. All right, with the fusion one, to see it like this, okay? When Piccolo fused with those characters in the series, he literally like went to them and like fused with them on sight. So like, are you gonna like hit your transformation, then some random ass Namekian's gonna land next to you and you're just gonna be like, just in the middle of a fight and just like fuse with them or some shit? Like, I don't know how they're gonna go about that. Or the alternative is like, some people are like, oh, well maybe you'll be able to be a giant character. Well, think about it like this, all right? You have to think about this from the development, because in theory that could work, but you have to think about it from the development side and like, how these features might actually work in certain, like in any scenario. And what I mean by that is, in Xenoverse 1, you could go up to 3-on-3. 3 players versus 3 players. Could you imagine if you had 3 Namekians versus 3 Namekians and you went to like the world tournament stage? Do you know how much of a clusterfuck that would be? Like, I don't know how they make that all fit, because especially if they're as big as like the great apes were in the first Xenoverse, I don't know. And then like how like, oh, there's so much, and like they don't have a tail. And like in Xenoverse 1, when you fought the apes, you had to like grab their tail. I don't know how they would like make that work. Like I don't know. We'll really have to see about that. I'm extremely curious to see how they handle that. And I do believe that they will get a transformation of some sort. Likelihood, I'm guessing they might go with the fusion option, but they won't show like the cinematic. Like it'll be like in previous Budokai games, like Piccolo actually transformed into his fused with Kami state. And maybe you'll be able to do something like that, because you can't explore Planet Namek. You guys remember in the trailer that we saw, the most recent trailer for Xenoverse 2, the second one, not only were people exploring Kantan City, they were exploring Planet Namek. So maybe you could like meet up with another Namekian and then like you build a relationship, but then that would be like a mission that's solely based for Namekians. I don't know. There's so, like, my mind can go anywhere when it comes to this shit. Like, I have no idea what they're gonna do with that. Next up is the Majin race. In Majins, as you guys know in the series, Majin Buu did some really weird shit to get his transformation, whether it be him getting super mad and like some smoke came out and then the evil version of him came out, or whether it be him absorbing somebody or turning people into candy. Like, there's so many ways they could go about it, and I don't know which they're gonna go with in this one either, because yeah, sure, you could say like, oh, there's absorption. Who's he gonna absorb? You can't just absorb your opponent unless it's like a Captain Ginyu type of thing. Like maybe if you threw your absorption and you were fighting Goku or something, you would just like get Goku's moveset or something, and I don't know. Or maybe you turn into like the evil Super Buu version of yourself, because you can only be the fat Majin before, so maybe their way of like keeping the fat Majin, but also like giving the Super Buu Majin, because a lot of people are like, oh, I want to be a skinny Buu. Maybe this is what they're gonna do. Like maybe you'll transform into like that, like skinny version of yourself. But then there's Majin females, and it's like, what does the Majin female turn into? Do they turn into an even skinnier version of their already skinny Kid Buu looking self? I don't know. We'll have to see about Majins. That one I really don't know what they're gonna go with and how they would go about it, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see about that one. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, what you expect to happen, how you think certain things could work. Because, like, really think about it too. Because, like, as I'm thinking about it right now, it could get really complex, and like I'm not sure. Like they're gonna have to present some creative things to make this work, I think. Next up is humans. We're not gonna touch on Saiyans because I've already broken down Super Saiyan like in crazy depth. Link in the description. Matter of fact, link right here. Self-plug, shameless. Go ahead. Anyways, humans, human transformations, okay? We saw in Xenoverse 2's first trailer, it was either the first or second, or maybe both. We saw Guru, like, unlocking someone's potential. Now, I don't know if that's gonna be human-based, or if all characters are gonna have that, but an interesting route they might take is maybe making humans have, like, the fucking unlocked potentials uniquely like based for them sort of thing. Like instead of having everyone be able to have a mystic form and an unlocked form, maybe they're gonna like emphasize that for humans and then like give everyone else their own respective transformations. But then, you know, Gohan's half human. You know, maybe that's why Gohan has it. Just, you know, for the lore heads that they're like, well, why can Gohan use it? Maybe it's because he's half human. I don't know. We'll have to see, but I could see like maybe the different levels of transformations is like, you know, unlocked potential. The one that Guru gave you, like that's your first transformation. And then like your mystic form is like your third, or the equivalent to Super Saiyan 3. And I don't know what the second one would be, but I don't know. There's a lot of interesting ways they could go about human, but human is also very, I'm not really sure. I mean, some people are like, well, how come humans can't have a god form? What, are you gonna turn into Jesus? Like, I don't know what do you expect? You can't have a god human. You either turn into Jesus or Kratos or Zeus. Fuck it, I don't know. Long story short, let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, none of this stuff is confirmed. This is literally me just starting a conversation. I'm curious, and I've given you all the information I have about Xenoverse 2. I mean, if I missed anything that I might have details on, like I said, ask any question you have about Xenoverse 2 below, and I'll try to get back to all of them that I can. I'm getting a lot of comments now, which is a good thing, but that means I can't hit all of them, but I'm hitting as much as I can. As you guys have seen, I've replied to most of you guys. But yeah, let me know what you think below. My name is Deion. I'm known as SeeReax on YouTube. There's a like button. I'm putting a lot of work in regard to Xenoverse 2, in regard to my channel in general, so I'd really appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Make sure to share this and all that. Here's where I do my outro, and I slowly walk up to the camera as I gaze into your eyeballs. Is this getting weird for you? It's not getting weird for me, and I guess that's all that matters. I ran out of breath, but I just got my second win. I lost my words, so we're just gonna end this.
I'll tell you what, I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I was told I can't leave until this guy gets a shitload of subscribers. Now god damn it, what are you sitting there not subscribed for? There's a like button and a share button. I don't know why I put an H in front of the... God damn it, just subscribe.